Hello students, good morning. I'm your educator Dolce and today we are start up with next gland, that is pancreas. Pancreas is a heterocrine type of gland. Heterocrine means it comprises of two parts. First one is the exocrine part and second one is the endocrine part. The exocrine part is that part which pour its secretion directly to the target organ via a duct, मतलब जिन्हां नूं duct की requirement हुंदी आ. And the endocrine part of the gland is that part which secretes hormones, and that hormones are poured into the blood without duct. So endocrine glands are the glands that lack the duct. ठीक है. With its exocrine part, the pancreas secrete the pancreatic enzymes. Those enzymes are helpful to digest various food particles in the intestine. ठीक है. So pancreatic enzymes are required for the digestion in small intestine. And the endocrine part of the pancreas is the islets of Langerhans. In this type of tissue, two type of cells are primarily involved, that are alpha cells and the beta cells. Alpha cells secrete the hormone glucagon and the beta cells secrete the hormone insulin. And what about glucagon? Glucagon is a type of peptide type of hormone. It maintains the blood glucose level in the human body. It primarily acts on liver cells and stimulates the glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis means the breakdown of glycogen. ठीक है. It reduces the cellular glucose uptake and utilization. It means it is responsible for increasing the breakdown of glycogen and its conversion into the glucose. So it is antagonistic to that of insulin. It helps in rising the level of glucose. So it is known as hyper. Hyper means increasing, glycemic means glucose level. So it is hyperglycemic type of hormone. Next hormone is the insulin. Insulin is also a type of peptide type of hormone, but it regulates the glucose homeostasis. It means it maintains the level of glucose in the blood while reducing. It reduces the amount of glucose in the blood via enhancing the cellular glucose uptake and its utilization. So to do this, to increase the utilization of glucose or reduce the amount of glucose in the blood, it stimulates glycogenesis. Glycogen means glycogen and cis means synthesis. So it induces the synthesis of glycogen from glucose. That's why the concentration of the glucose reduce and the glycogen increase. In this way, the insulin and glucagon both work antagonistic to each other. Antagonistic means opposite to each other. Insulin decrease the concentration of glucose in blood and the glucagon increase the concentration of the glucose in the blood. Next is about the diabetes mellitus. It is a kind of disorder which result from the prolonged hyperglycemic condition in the organism or in the animal which has high amount of glucose in his or her blood from a prolonged period, that is detected as the diabetic mellitus type of a patient. This occurs due to loss of glucose. It is observed as loss of glucose through urine and the formation of ketone bodies. Both these products appear in the urine of the patient, and the patient can be treated via using insulin therapy. That insulin is provided in the form of injection under the skin. Next is next organ is the testis. It also comprises of two parts. First one is it acts as a primary sex organ, and second it also acts as a endocrine gland. ठीक है. As our topic is about the endocrine glands only, so we will discuss about the endocrine part of the testis here. So the endocrine part of the testis is mainly the interstitial type of tissue, the Leydig cells of the testis, which secretes the hormone testosterone. Testosterones are a category of hormone that are part of androgens. So testosterones are a type of androgens, and those androgen, they regulate the development, maturation and functions of the male sex organs, that how can they reproduce, how can they produce sperms, and how will be their sexual behavior. So it can induce the spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is the process of the formation of pollen grains, that is the sperms in the male partner. So it induces the spermatogenesis. Sperm matlab spermatozoans, genesis means synthesis. It also influences the libido. Libido stands for the male sexual behavior, how they reproduce. Okay, next is the next gland is the ovary. So ovary are the other sex organs other than the testes. They are present primarily in the females, so they are known as the primary sex organs of the females. So the ovary primarily, as its endocrine part of action, it secretes two hormone. First is estrogen and second is progesterone. The estrogen are secreted by the growing ovarian follicles. The follicles of the ovary are responsible for the secretion of estrogen, and when the that ovarian tissue, that is the follicles, when they degenerate after the release of ova, that is via ovulation on the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, the leftover matter is said to be the corpus luteum, and that corpus luteum is responsible for the production of progesterone. The level of the progesterone increase mainly during the pregnancy, so it is detected as a hormone which supports the pregnancy. It is pregnancy related hormone, so it supports pregnancy. It acts as a, after pregnancy it is necessary for the female to feed its baby, so the progesterone acts primarily on the mammary glands of the female, and it induces the growth of alveoli of the female mammary gland, and with the growth of those alveoli, the production of the progesterone increase, which results in release of prolactin hormone. Ultimately, that prolactin hormone is responsible for the ejection of milk from the mammary glands of the female, and those mammary glands favor the feeding of the baby after the parturition. So the progesterone is the pregnancy supporting hormone which acts on the mammary gland and stimulate the formation of alveoli, that are the thickened tissue or the alveolar tissue which ejects milk, and that milk is responsible or functional to nourish the young born baby. Next is the estrogen. Estrogen is the next hormone that is secreted by the growing ovarian follicles. This hormone is not necessarily secreted in the pregnant female, it is in the non-pregnant female. So it stimulates the growth and the activities of the female sex organs not only during pregnancy. The secretion of this hormone starts just after the initiation of the puberty, that the puberty age. Next, it results in the development of growing follicles, that it really helps in the growth of follicles which ultimately release in the form of secondary oocyte during the process of ovulation on the 14th day of a menstrual cycle. It helps in appearance, it is responsible for appearance of secondary sexual characters, means the characters which are responsible for the distinguishing type of characters, like the presence of breast, the change in musculature, and the change in voice pitch and puberty growth. It is also responsible for the development of mammary glands, and it regulates the female sexual behavior. It means in female two hormones are released. First is estrogen, second is progesterone. Primarily estrogen is before pregnancy and progesterone is during pregnancy, so it controls the pregnancy in the female. Today we have done the three glands. First one is pancreas, second is testes, and third one are the ovaries. That's all for today. Thank you.